The following audio may contain the personal testimonials of some OPTAVIA coaches or clients of OPTAVIA. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified and your individual path to optimal health will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a healthcare provider before starting a weight loss program. Yours in health, the OPTAVIA team.
Okay, everyone, welcome. We're so happy to have you here tonight. We are having a wonderful presentation about our trilogy, which is Healthy Body, Healthy Mind, Healthy Finances. My name is Jan Paxman, and I am a certified independent OPTAVIA coach, and it's my pleasure to be with you tonight. And I'm so excited to be joined by a team of wonderful health professionals that will be sharing their transformation stories and how our program works with you. I'll first introduce myself just a little bit. I am from American Fork, Utah. This is a picture of my family. We're actually missing 3 from this picture, and we have a large crowd. And I'll tell you what, every single one of our family members has been blessed because I was able to find this program. I am also a registered nurse, and I have the privilege and honor of representing this company as a certified OPTAVIA coach. Our story is we are a fantastic company that is serious about helping people find solutions to their health and wellness. We are backed by science. We have wonderful coaches that we work with. Many of them are health professionals, and we are all about helping people create whatever it is they want to create with their health. And we do that one healthy habit at a time. Lifelong transformation is our goal. We are not a diet program. We are all about the whole person and their transformation into a healthier space. And we know that when we do this, that impacts not only the one person, but all the people in their environment as well, because of their healthy changes that they make. So we all know that we're in a little bit of trouble in this country. There is a health epidemic happening. There are so many who are overweight and obese in this country, and they are suffering, and they really don't need to be suffering as they understand their bodies more perfectly and understand how to fuel their bodies and move their bodies and rest their bodies and get the support that they need. Those are the things.
There are no slides. The slides are not up. Just
okay. Thank you for letting me know that. I appreciate that, Dee. Okay, can you see the slides now?
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you, Dee. I appreciate that. Okay, now we can go. We have our health epidemic going on. We are in the trenches fighting this. We want to help people feel their very best selves and have the quality of life that they deserve. Everyone deserves this. We're on. We have 4 components of our system that are so very effective as we work together with each other. And we're going to have members of this health professional group share each one of these. I'll go over them briefly, and then we're going to break them down for you tonight. So first of all, the OPTAVIA coach. And everyone gets a free OPTAVIA coach. These are people who work with us one-on-one and help us through the process of creating optimal health. Then we have the Habits of Health system. We also have the community of optimal health, and we have our fueling systems. And I'm going to introduce to you my dear friend now, Marsha Hildebrand. She's a registered nurse, and she is going to share with us how the first component works, and that is the health coach. Marsha, are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so thank you for inviting me to the call. I'm so honored. This has been a true gift for me. I can't believe when I first started this program, I was 55 years old, and now I'm 65 years old, not being able to move around. And at this point, I'm able to exercise. I work out like like an animal. And I do a lot of volunteering, and I live my life around what matters most. And I was diagnosed as a type 2 diabetic and in 2008. And because of the program, because I learned how to eat low glycemic, everything is great. I feel wonderful. And having a health coach to me is so important because we are your accountability partners. We're the people that keep you on that path and refer you into the habits of health system so that Dr. A can coach you and give you what you need to stay on that healthy path. And paying it forward to me is when I became a health coach, that's what keeps me healthy. So
Fantastic.
thank you, Jan.
Thank you, Marsha. That is wonderful. And I know you're a wonderful health coach. You provide such great service to your clients. And it is wonderful when every single person gets to have that support. Someone who's experienced the program, who understands it, and who's there helping the client every step of the way. And so thank you, Marsha, again, for sharing your story. We're so excited for you and the wonderful health that you're enjoying. And we appreciate you being on with us tonight. Next, we're going to have, you're welcome. Next, I'd like to invite Dr. Cheryl Child to come on with us. She is going to share with us our wonderful Habits of Health system that was created by our co-founder, Dr. Wayne Scott Anderson. Cheryl, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Thank you.
Okay, great. Well, thanks again for inviting me too. I actually volunteered for this particular component because it was, for me, it was a game changer. 12 years ago, I went on the program, and as you can see on the left, I wasn't not only overweight, like in 48 pounds, I was not very happy. The picture on the right was actually just taken a week ago. So there is some longevity to this program. But at the time that I started, I was a doctor, I lost weight, it's great, we've got a wonderful diet. And I put all my patients on it because they wanted to lose weight. But the full extent of our entire support system was something at the time we called the Be Slim program, the Be Slim philosophy. And we taught everybody, this is all you need to do to keep your weight off and be healthy. It was an acronym: B, breakfast, exercise, support, low glycemic meals frequently, individualize it to your lifestyle, and monitor. That was it. Now that's good. That came out of the University of Colorado National Dietary Registry, and people who had lost significant weight and kept it off. These were their behaviors, but that was really the extent of it. So imagine my shock and awe, my jaw fell off when these books came out about 2 years into my coaching. I was blown away because not only did it address teaching people how to eat healthily, but it started with the mental, helping people fix their mindset, change their mindset into creating health versus solving problems. It taught about inflammation and the glycemic index of food. It was inflammation, sleep, everything. It was like everything I wanted to teach my patients but did not have the time. So what it did was give me ability to leverage my time. I was able to help way more people. I guide them to the system. I didn't have to teach it to everybody one at a time. And so I started coaching more people, and my business started to grow. I started bringing on new clients and new coaches. And 12 years later, I've now helped directly and indirectly through my business over 20,000 people. I attribute that to people using these tools, these amazing systems of transformation that are going to educate people and give them the tools they need when they go out of the weight loss phase and into their long-term habits of health phase. And I couldn't say enough about these systems. So they're absolutely phenomenal and a key component.
Fantastic. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Cheryl. I am sure that amount of people that you were able to serve is way more than you could have ever served just one-on-one in your practice.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Fantastic. Love this system. Okay, next we're going to, thank you so much again, Cheryl. Next we're going to, we are really sorry to have to excuse Frida Keller. She is a registered nurse that was going to be on with us tonight, but she actually became ill today. And so we are sorry that we have to excuse her. But I also want to mention, as I mention each one of these people, I have to say that during the course of OPTAVIA, we have had support calls that doctors and nurses have staffed for years and years and years. And these people that you're hearing from tonight actually worked on those calls and did them for years and years and years. And I was very blessed to be able to be part of this team as well. So it gives me such great pleasure to bring them to you tonight, actually bring their voices and their faces together, because many people just heard their voices week after week after week. And so Marsha and Dr. Child and Frida and the ones who are yet to come, they all participated in these support calls. And Dr. Frida Keller, the nurse here, who isn't here, she has a sweet little Southern drawl, and she always has such a calming voice on the calls, and it's just so nice to hear her voice week after week. But the part that she was going to talk about was the OPTAVIA community. And that is what you're participating in tonight, getting together in big Zoom meetings like this, where we share with each other habits of health, help people understand better how to create optimal health through the habits of health system. And there's so many ways that you can take part in that. Through the webinar series, the support calls, local and virtual community events. We have a nutrition support hotline that's wonderful. Many groups have Facebook groups. There's just so many ways that we can support each other through this community. And it's a very important part, because as you would probably all agree, throw one in the chat if you agree, it's way easier to go forward if we're together than if we're just all by ourselves, right? We need a team. We need a team. Okay, so next we're gonna move over to Dr. Joe Pecoraro. He is an amazing person, and he's gonna explain to us all about the OPTAVIA fueling systems. Dr. Joe, are you there?
I am here. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
All right, well, no one has the opportunity to see my picture, I guess, but I was morbidly obese before, and
Your picture's up, Joe.
There we go. And I was overworked, like many people are, or at least I felt that I was. And I also realized that even though I went into medicine to help people, I was starting to be controlled by the system, had no control over my time as a surgeon. And there was really minimal time to pursue other dreams and family time. And so the direction that I was going in from a health standpoint was very poor. And yet, when I first looked at this program, I was resistant because I was a non-processed food person. And so I was very busy, and I realized I needed to do something. And the fuelings made a dramatic difference in my life because they accommodated my busy lifestyle. They were balanced, they were convenient, and more important, I was able to get over the roadblock of the fact that they weren't really processed in the sense that we think of processed foods, but really rather they were purposed. They were designed in such a way so that that balance and that perfect convenience fit in not just to my lifestyle as a busy solo practicing surgeon, but really pretty much into anyone's lifestyle they would fit. And now, of course, I'm always mindful of my health. I'm 61 years old. Every time I take one of those biologic tests, I'm a little bit more than half my chronologic age, complete time freedom. And I think this is what's important for health professionals, is not just the absolute perfect nature of this program from a nutritional standpoint, but the fact that it can help us help people in such a way that we can also create a life for ourselves, so that we can pursue our passions and our dreams and still be able to practice whatever health profession we chose, whether it was nursing or surgery or medicine or physical therapy or respiratory therapy, whatever it is, you can still do that, but you can do it with options and you can do it in your own way. And that to me was the biggest difference, to be able to have not just physical health, but to be able to control my time, pursue the humanitarian things that I want to pursue, and really just pursue life and be there, not just for people in a confined office, but to be able to be there for people wherever I am, and to be able to reach out to people of this world. Because You talk about it not just affecting our patients and not just the ripple effect to our family, but everything we do in this world affects all of mankind to some small extent. So I think by us doing the right thing and by us helping other people create that health in their life makes a huge difference for everybody.
I love that, Dr. Joe. Thank you so much. Your story is so very inspiring, and you do so much good out there serving people through this program and through other programs that you've been able to do since you do have a life of your own now and you have time freedom. Thank you so much for being on with us tonight. We appreciate you. You're coming in all the way from Asia.
I am. I'm in Singapore. It's 9 o'clock in the morning here.
Wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for being with us tonight.
You're welcome.
So we offer the Trilogy of Optimal Health with OPTAVIA, which is a healthy mind, a healthy body, and healthy finances. And all of those things are interlinked. If one of those areas is out of balance, the other three are also out of balance. And we know as we are intentional about creating all of these things together, that's where the sweet spot of life is. And like Dr. Joe alluded to, sometimes when we're out of balance, even though we may be doing something we enjoy, it isn't fulfilling anymore. It's hard and you just aren't feeling like you're making an impact. But with this program, we truly strive to help people be able to create what they want, centering their lives around what matters most. So I'm going to turn it over now. We're going to hear a few more transition or transformation stories. Miriam Khan is a registered nurse, and she's also been a part of our wonderful team. Miriam, can you come on and share?
Absolutely. Thank you so much for inviting me, Jan. And as always, it's really an honor to work with you, and it's been an honor to work with you on the calls. So 8 years and 40 pounds ago, I was a completely different person. I had been a nurse most of my adult life from when I was 22 years old, and I thought I was making a difference in the world. I thought I was having an impact. I was able to help a lot of people heal their wounds. I did a lot of different things. I did maternal child health. I thought I was making a difference. The end of my nursing career, which I did not know was going to be my retirement, was in a nursing home. I was a manager. I loved what I did, but when you're in those kind of environments, the better you work and the more you get done, the more they give you. And my home life was kind of challenging. I have a son with a lot of special needs. He's down below. And my hours at work were really not compatible with the life that I had to live or wanted to live. And as I started to just simply lose weight for my oldest daughter's wedding and everybody around me watching my transformation, I became what I call the accidental health coach. And it was really just a matter of, I was passionate about how I physically felt, realizing it was having an impact on my mental health. And ultimately, as I started to help more people and the referrals piled in, and many of those people opted to help the people that they love and care about, I ended up with a thriving business. And when you work in this business, the freedom and independence is related to you actually get paid what you're worth. And I don't think I've ever experienced that. As a good hard worker for every job I've ever had, I always just did the work and barely got by. So 8 years ago, I was newly single, struggling financially. Becoming a coach for me was a no-brainer, and it actually turned out to be an amazing, amazing, amazing decision. So thank you so much for allowing me to share. And it is a really incredible way to impact a load of people.
Thank you, Miriam. You are such a light wherever you go. Your story is so impactful, and you have served many people and blessed so many lives. So thank you for being on tonight and sharing that story. I love it. Okay. Let's talk quickly about the benefits of becoming an OPTAVIA coach, which you've heard many of tonight already. First of all, as you're choosing to become healthy, when you're helping other people, it reinforces your ability to stay healthy yourself. You know, it's really hard to go backward when you're helping other people go forward. and paying it forward to make a difference in somebody else's life. That's what we do. We get so excited about our own success and how great we feel. We want to help other people feel the same way. It is very fulfilling, and you will find that the interaction you have with your clients and other coaches that you may work with, those relationships become some of the very best that you will ever have. You also are paid very well to serve. The company does compensate us through a commission structure for serving the people that we serve. And it's wonderful because we're able to fulfill our financial goals through this, but we only get paid if we're helping someone else move forward, and that is the best part. You can actually create and leave a legacy for your family, for others, because of the good that you're doing as a health coach. And there's not many professions out there that can really tout that. So it's an amazing program, and it impacts lives for good. I have another transformation story. Oh, I love these people. All of them that have shared tonight are so inspiring to me. Dr. Greg Czer is on with us, and he's going to share his story of he and his wife, Denise. Greg, are you there?
I'm here, Jan, and thank you very much for inviting me to this call this evening. It's been such a pleasure to work with all the people on this call over the last many years. My story is not one of personal weight transformation, but one rather of my patient practice and more personal transformation. As a physician, I've seen over the years the rise in obesity, and as of 2010, obesity became the #1 cause of preventable disease and death in America. We really have been searching in the medical field to address obesity, but very frustrated at a lack of ability to help our patients. And that frustration had been building over the years until I was introduced to OPTAVIA. We've known from the medical literature for years that what works best to help our patients get to a healthy weight is a structured eating plan, that lifestyle modification is key. Losing weight by eating modification alone does not lead to sustained weight loss, that living in a more healthy community is important also for long-term success, and that the guidance of a coach or counselor is important. But in an individual and solo medical practice, it's just impossible to put all those together. And what amazed me when I was introduced at OPTAVIA was that there were all those components that we know work. My wife volunteered to be sort of the guinea pig when we first brought OPTAVIA in. She had been trying to lose weight and had tried various things over years and had great success in the program, losing over 35 pounds in a pretty short period of time. And so we introduced it to our patients, and that was amazing. It allowed so many medical problems to improve or resolve, so many medications to be decreased or stopped. And we had happy patients who were happy to see us instead of kind of moping in and sorry to see the scale go up. Personal satisfaction and professional satisfaction improved dramatically. And after seeing those results, we felt the need to increase our reach and expand with the help of a team of coaches in the community, which even further increased my professional and our family's personal satisfaction. And the financial benefits have been quite amazing. It allowed me to stop having to do hospital work and be on call every other weekend, get more sleep, have more time with family, and we had developing a growing family with more grandkids and time to spend more time with them. Yet even with the decreased hours, income was more than we had anticipated. It allowed us the opportunity to pay off medical school debt for 2 of our sons who are physicians. And so they've been able to start their career debt-free, which is quite a legacy to leave behind. So all in all, we've really been blessed with the trilogy of optimal health, and encourage any health professional to join our community.
Oh, thank you so much, Greg. And honestly, you got to think about that translates into people who are moms and dads and who lead lives and have children, and what an impact that made in so many lives. Those aren't just pounds. That's a big impact in lives and the quality of life. So Greg, thank you so much for sharing tonight. I really appreciate that and hearing about yours and Denise's success. So thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, Next, we're going to just talk about the progressive model of our company. You can come in and do whatever you want to do with it. That's the beauty of it. We've got a path, and you set the pace, and you can choose to do whatever you want. You start out as an OPTAVIA coach where you serve clients, and then as you grow along, there are people who are successful that naturally others start to watch them succeed, and they're curious. And then if you choose to, you can help bring them in as coaches so that they can serve the people that they want to serve. And so that would be a business coach. And then as you grow to where you've got many coaches on your team and they begin to be successful business coaches, you become a business leader. And like I mentioned before, we are paid on a commission structure. It's a very beautiful model, and it's very effective, and everybody that participates, is winning. So it's a win-win-win situation, which is a good combination. So how does it work for coaches? Let's just go through this really quick. We use a relational model. It's focused on optimal well-being. It's all about building relationships. We want to learn about people. We want to find out what their needs are, and we match what the program offers to their needs. You are self-employed as a health coach with OPTAVIA and independent. You can do this full-time, part-time, in the nooks and crannies of your time, however you choose to do it. The startup costs are very low. We don't have any inventory. We don't run programs around and give them to people. They purchase the program through the company, and we walk alongside those people and assist them to optimal health. Flexible business hours, so you can work whenever you choose from wherever you choose, which is wonderful. You can go on vacations and take a couple of hours in the morning before the kids wake up to check with your clients, and then go play all day. It's amazing what you can do with this program. There are no quotas or monthly purchases required. I love that. No contracts, no hidden fees, none of that. And we train you through modeling. When you first come in, we ask you to be in an apprentice role while we actually model for you how it's done, which you pick up on very quickly. And as you start to feel more confident and competent, then we back you up and help you along as you grow in understanding how to be a successful OPTAVIA coach. So I have one more transformational story to share with you, and we're so excited to have Dr. Delia Garcia here with us. So Dee, will you go ahead and share your wonderful story as well?
Thanks so much, Jan. And it has been such a privilege for me to be part of the support calls for many years, and to be part of this webinar tonight. So what I'm going to share is a little bit of my background. I'm an oncologist. Breast cancer was my specialty. And so I was looking for a weight loss program for my patients because I started to see younger and younger patients in my practice, and it became really disturbing. So I was thrilled when I found this program to share with my patients because the results were predictable if they did the program. But what I wasn't banking on is that becoming a coach allowed me to create a new life for myself. In fact, I didn't realize how unbalanced my life was until I became a coach. So 8 years ago, I left mainstream medicine to do health coaching full-time, but it really is never full-time. And I feel that I got my life back. And this medley of slides is just a reminder of the life that I live now. So I work from home, and you can see my home there. I'm a gardener, so I can spend time outdoors. I love decorating. You know, I'm kind of a domestic person inside, and so I love being home. I don't have to drive anywhere. The other thing is it's allowed me to spend so much more time with my children. I have 3 wonderful children, a daughter and 2 sons. In fact, there are my sons are shown there as the bodyguards to my mom. I like to joke about that. But the wonderful thing about working from home the last 8 years is I was able to take care of my mother in the final years of her life. So she would come and spend months at my home. I had, time to make coffee and feed her lunch and take her out to dinner and to movies. And it was, you can't put a price tag on that. The other thing that it's allowed me is the time to get back to exercise. I love exercise. I'm a yogi now. I've been a yogi for about 15 years. And it just feels so good to be able to incorporate that into my daily routine. Whether I'm doing a spinning class or a brisk walk in the park, or I'm doing a yoga class. I get time to spend with my pets. They follow me all over the house. I'm a cat person, as you can see. And the other thing that has given me so much joy is the fact that I have created so many friendships. I was working all the time and raising 3 children. I was the breadwinner for our family. So I didn't have a lot of friends. It sounds kind of pathetic, but now I have a lot of friends. All of those, the picture of the women there are all on my team. They're a part of my health coaching team, and we have events and parties at my home. It's just so much fun. So again, it has given me a new outlook in life. I'm more joyful. And I'm just so grateful to be part of this community and part of this business model. Thank you so much, Jan.
Oh my goodness, Dee, thank you. What a great tour through your life to see the quality that you're enjoying right now. And I know you did so much good during the time when you were in practice, but now you continue that, and your scope and your influence has been even augmented since you've been doing this. Thank you so much. So with that, the support that you receive as an OPTAVIA coach is immense. You will be trained, like I mentioned before, very thoroughly by a support team that works with you one-on-one. You learn as you earn. Right out of the gate, you'll be earning just as while you're still in that apprentice mode. You'll be working alongside, like I mentioned, each of your team members, you'll be working alongside them to help you grow. And we do work together as teams. So as I mentioned, the apprentice model is what we work with. And as you grow and feel more and more confident and competent, then you can do more and more on your own. Like we said, we work at your own pace, and there's so many different things that you can tap into, local, regional, they're all that help you move forward and grow. So we would like to invite you, if this is speaking to you tonight, we would like to invite you to explore. Someone invited you here, and we'd love for you to get back with them and let them answer your questions. Explore what this could look like for you to join this mission and help the world create health and well-being. We need you. We have a lot of work to do. Our mission is to not only get the America healthy, but the world. So we look forward to being able to work with you to do that. Again, it's lifelong transformation, one healthy habit at a time. This mission has been a work in progress. We're continuing to get stronger and stronger. And I just want to mention again this wonderful team that has been with me tonight, and the wonderful contribution they have made as they have served on those calls throughout the years. The calls are now changing into a different way of getting information to our clients and coaches. So they don't exist anymore, but we are so excited for the future to see what we will be doing in the future to be able to get that information to the people we work with. And I'd like to dedicate this call as well to Lori Anderson, Dr. Anderson's wife, who passed away a year and a half ago. She was the very first health coach, and she was the one that started those doctors and nurses calls about 18 years ago. So this is a very special call tonight. I really want this call to be dedicated to her because she ran the calls for so long. We have a heart to serve. That's what this is all about. It's heart work. And again, we are so grateful that you've all joined us tonight and hope that you are able to feel the desire to learn more and possibly join us in the future. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you so much.
This audio may have contained the personal testimonials of some OPTAVIA coaches or clients of OPTAVIA. The results relayed in these messages are based on the unique experiences of the participants, and we cannot guarantee like or similar outcomes. While you may be inspired by these accounts, please note that any stories of success have not been verified and your individual path to optimal health will vary. As always, it is our recommendation that you consult with a healthcare provider before starting a weight loss program. Yours in health, the OPTAVIA team.